people. I'm sorry, I made that cringy. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Lauren's Steak. So, today what we're going to be doing my awesome Christmas wrap-up video because of course I'm late. Like, I'm always late. But at least, we're not a week into 2021 and I still haven't made a video, okay? But, okay, yes, it's the next year. Christmas was technically last year, but whatever. It's still January 4th. It's not 2 weeks since Christmas, so, you know, it's okay. It's okay. As long as I'm doing it, right? Because at least I'm not back in school yet. I mean, I will be in 2 days, but still, at least I'm not back in school yet. So, we're going to start with all the books that I got for Christmas, because you guys know how the wrap-up video goes. It just, yeah. I may also talk about some other things I got for Christmas, but yeah, the books, you know, they were the bulk of, you know, what I asked for Christmas. So let's get started. First book on the list, Bad Boy and Tomboy by Nicole Mosu. So, funny thing about this, if you know anything about this story, it was originally a Wattpad story. The original Wattpad story is actually a lot longer than the version I have here, but same author, same story pretty much, and I've already read it. It was awesome, just as much as the first 2 times I read it before. Yeah, so that was really fun to be able to reread this after, like, I think the last time I read it was 2018, 2017, I can't remember. But yes, also check her out. I forgot her Wattpad username off the top of my head. I'll find it and put it in the description box down below in case you want to go check out any more of her books on Wattpad. Pretty cool author. Yeah, sister girl as well. So yes, support Black authors. Let's do it. And yeah, so moving on to the next book. Okay, Dear Martin by Nick Stone. So great thing about Nick Stone, I knew her as an author, as someone who reads all the time and pretty much, you know, was really trying to find more Black authors because it was extremely important to me to be able to find more Black authors and make sure that I'm reading their stories because their stories are more similar to mine. And that's actually something I talk a lot about in Hear Her Speak magazine. In case you haven't read it yet, make sure you go do it because I've written multiple articles, and especially an article of why love stories need to feature more diversity. And I actually mentioned an awesome book by Nick Stone in that article called Jackpot, which I already had. It was really my sister's book, but we already had that, so this is not a part about the Christmas wrap-up, but this is a part of the Christmas wrap-up called Dear Martin. So this book was actually written a few years ago. I believe it was written in 2017, but I'm going to make sure that I'm right here. Yes, I was right. 2017. This is a very, it was pretty hard to read. I definitely cried multiple times reading it. Because I think at this time in, you know, place, we all need to be reading books like this, no matter what skin color you are, because we need to educate ourselves on what it really means to be a Black teenager in America and the things that people go through on a regular basis. And this story, while very emotional, it really talks a lot about those struggles, and even talks about struggles of interracial love stories and whatnot. And so that is why I asked for it for Christmas. I read it during quarantine. I think it was pretty early quarantine. Can't remember. I have to go look on Goodreads to see when I actually read it. But I read it via the library online, and this was such a great book. Great job, Nick Stone. So I asked for it for Christmas. So yay. That was a very long thing, but I had to get it all in. The next book is Love Creekwood by Becky Albertalli. If you know anything about Becky Albertalli, she's the mastermind behind Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda and Liara Offbeat, talking about stories that we need to talk about more. This is something that is kind of like the novella, kind of like the epilogue, if you will, of Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda and Liara Offbeat. And I read it very fast. It was such a cute, short book. But it was just cuteness. It wasn't like any conflict or anything. Like, there were a little bit of conflict, but not so much that you're like, oh no, I don't want to be crying. Like, what's going on? Like, it was just all cuteness, just love stories and everything, because you guys know I'm a romantic. And yes, you love cheering for underdogs. And here's the awesome book to see that these underdogs got to really enjoy their stories. And yeah, this is also another book highlighting interracial love, but just showing it in its cuteness and awesome form. So we need more diverse stories, people, and this is definitely one of them. So good job, Becky Albertalli, for another great novel. In conclusion to her other two awesome novels, one that I got last year, Leona Offbeat, and Simon vs. Homo Sapiens Agenda. I've had that for a while. It's really Amber's book, but yeah. Alright, I also got Dear Justice by Nick Stone, so this is the sequel to Dear Martin. The cool thing about this book is the fact that it is actually taking place in the point of view of someone that Justice, the main character in Dear Martin, he was used to be friends with when he was younger, but they kind of went their separate ways when they got older. And it's talking about mass incarceration and how it disproportionately affects Black teenagers more than it affects other teenagers. And so I cannot wait to read this one. It's definitely probably the next one that I'm going to read after the book that I'm reading now. But yes, another awesome book by Nick Stone. This was also written last year. So was Love Creekwood, if you were wondering. And yeah, and Bad Boy and a Tomboy also, it was really written like 2014, 2015, but the version that I have was published in October 2020. So yes, next one we have, this was a must-have, A Promised Land by President Barack Obama. Literally the best person ever. I had to get this book, as did my mother, as did my sister. So my mom, God bless her, really bought 4 versions of 4 books because she got one for herself, got one for Amber and I, got one for our godmother. So it's a nice heavy book, about 700 something pages of wisdom and knowledge from this awesome president leader. Love this guy. I cannot wait to read this. So excited to read this. I don't need to give more. If you know anything about politics or news or anything, this has definitely been something everyone has been talking about. So I cannot wait to read this wonderful memoir and autobiography by this man himself. So yay! Okay. Next one. 5 Dark Fates by Kinder Blake. I did not mean to make that rhyme, but yes. So the funny thing about this series, I am only on 2 Dark Reigns, so I have to finish 2 Dark Reigns before I read this one. So this is the 4th and final book in the 3 Dark Crowns franchise. So I am excited to read it when I finish the one that comes beforehand, because I got into this, I think I got into this really in senior year or junior year. Excuse me, senior or junior year. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I never got to reading the 3rd one fully, so I have to read that and then I will read this. But this is the 4th one. I wanted to make sure I had it complete, so I'm, almost done. And yeah. So yeah, okay. So I'm excited for that one. It's a pretty cover as well. This one, Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. So if you know anything about Twilight, this is Twilight in Edward's perspective. So I am really excited to read this because even though, yes, I kind of dissed Edward in my article of why Edward and Bella's relationship was problematic, yeah, I pretty much was dissing him. I still like Twilight. I still enjoy the storyline. It's, again, that story, the series that, even though it has its cringy moments, it's still a really great love story, it is, that's all it is. It's a romance story. And so if you love romance, Twilight is the way to go because, it's literally romance. And so I'm excited to see Edward's perspective because this should be pretty good. So yes, I'm very glad that Stephanie Meyer was like, yo, I'm gonna, why don't I just publish Edward's perspective? I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, sure, please do it, because I would like to know, why is he so cringy? I'm kidding, I know why he's cringy, it's just, yeah, but anyway, maybe this would give me more of the stuff that I really needed in Twilight, so I'm excited for that. Alright, you guys are probably like, where I'm putting this stuff? I'm just putting it on the side of my laptop. Alright, 2 more books to go. The next one is The Lost Book of the White by Cassandra Clare, and Wesley Chu. This is the second book in the Eldest Curses. Also part of the Shadowhunters franchise with Magnus and Alec, Cuteness, Malik series. I read the first one last year, and I also got that, not last year. Well, I think I did read it last year, but I got the first one to this Christmas of 2019. So, for some reason, I'm blanking on the first book. Oh, I remember. But anyway, this is really cute. Oh, oh my gosh, there's an image, guys. There's an image. Oh, there is an image. Oh, look at that. Ah. Yes, look at that, they're sweet. Okay, I'm sorry. I completely did not fully open that, so you just saw me kind of doing an unravel of what I just got. Yay, okay. Red Skulls and Magic is the first one. The Lost Book of the White, I will be reading this pretty soon, depending upon when I read the book that I'm reading now, which I'm about to show you. But yes, so excited for this. Malik, you can't go wrong with. And the cool thing is, we also have Clary and Jason, Isabel, and Simon. You have all of the crew. You have the crew from Mortal Instruments. So you know this is going to be good. So I'm excited for it. Anything Cassie Clare writes is amazing. I think I'm going to do a review on Chain of Gold, even though it's been almost a year since that came out. And Chain of Iron is coming out in March. So, yeah. But you guys know that Cassie is one of my favorite authors. Shadowhunters is probably my favorite franchise. It's between that and Norwegian Chronicles, but yes. Anyway, yeah, so I'm excited about that. Alright. Last book, you guys. We're already at 12 minutes and some change, but it's okay. I think I'll probably edit out a lot of me just talking. One of us is lying. So the funny thing about this story, it is an older book. If you know anything about YA and all the awesome novels that come out every single year. This has been out, I think, since 2017. Like some of these other books, it's funny. A lot of them came out in 2017. And I'm just late to the party, like always. I believe it is 2017, though. I was right! It's 2017. I've been wanting to read it since 2017. I just haven't been able to get to it. Because, again, that's the bulk of high schools. 10th grade into now, yeah, pretty much. So yes, I'm very excited to be reading this by Karen M. McManus. Yeah, this one should be pretty good, and I have to read One of Us is Next. I didn't get that for Christmas, but I just wanted to make sure that, I liked it, and yeah. But I probably will get it because if you know anything about that story, it seems really fun. It's a mystery, and I like mysteries because I'm I think I know who it is. And majority of the time I'm right, but sometimes I was completely wrong. Completely wrong. So, yes. So that is what I got for Christmas 2020. And yeah, I also got Apple Watch and AirPods, but yeah. And makeup. I got a lot of makeup. I got some socks. I got some pajamas. I got, what else did I get? I got a planner, so I'm excited about that planner. So I can keep my life organized, because I need to. And yeah, I think that is pretty much it. But it was a lot, so I thank my parents very much. And I also got some gift cards from my godmother, so thank you to her, and my god sister, thank you to her. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. You guys know what to do. Give this video a big thumbs up. Don't give it a thumbs down. That's just rude. Also, please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And also, make sure to check out my awesome magazine with my friends, Hear Her Speak magazine. We just dropped our January issue because I started it wrong. The first issue came out August 21st, 2020. And that was the August issue. So usually you kind of do it ahead of time. So I have been doing it late. So that's why it's a combined issue. If you were wondering, if you have been checking out Hear Her Speak and why is it coming? Yeah. So I tried to fix it. So the next issue that we put out will be the February issue. And that will be coming out at the end of January. That makes sense. So all the other magazines in the world. But please make sure to check that out because we did a best of 2020. I did the best novels for the for 2020. All of them I read, and thoroughly enjoyed. So please check those novels out if you haven't already. I'll probably put them in the description box below as well. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. Happy New Year. Good luck for the rest of the 2021. Hopefully it's a lot better than 2020. That's all I'm hoping for and praying for. So to those who have sat and watched this entire video, it's probably going to be a lot shorter than what it is right now because we're hitting 16 minutes and some change. So yeah, but thank you guys again. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.